What's up, guys? I'm Mark.
I'm Alex.
And today we're going to be talking about Legends of the Fall.
1994 Best Cinematography winner.
Alright, so what did you think of it? I've seen it a million times already. I wanted to get your reaction mostly first.
So, this is the first time I watched the movie. I liked it. I thought it was really good. There's a lot going into it. It has a lot going on. It has a good cast. The scenery is amazing. It has great music. However, for me personally, I will give it the respect it deserves, but it wasn't my cup of tea. But it was a good movie. It was a little too over dramatic for me.
Yeah, I've watched this movie. I think when I was in intermediate school. I think it was the first time I seen it, and I just loved it from there. The story is great. The music is great, like how you said. The acting is top notch acting. Even there was certain scenes I didn't like, but overall the whole film for me, it was great. I really did like it. I wanted to ask you about the characters. Which one were your favorite? Which ones you didn't like?
For me, my two favorite characters was I don't remember their names, but the Sir Anthony Hopkins and Brad Pitt. To me, those were the standout characters. And no, also I'd say One Stab because he seemed to be the narrator of the film. So I feel, those three are the characters I like. Everyone else was kind of or just I didn't really pay much attention to.
Yeah, Sir Anthony Hopkins. He was Colonel Ledlow. Colonel Ledlow, and then Brad Pitt played Tristan. I also like Susanna. I can't remember her name. I think her name is Elizabeth something. I can't remember the last name. But out of those three, I liked them the most for the whole film, because the film was more centered, honestly, around Susanna and Brad Pitt's character, to me at least. And we got to see, the story for Samuel. Spoiler alert, just in case you guys haven't seen it yet. But Samuel, he dies. Who else? Susanna, towards the end, she ends up taking her life. I think that's everybody who dies within the movie. I think.
Yeah, because what's his name dies off screen.
Yeah. So what else we got?
But I really enjoyed the way they told the story, because like I said, most of it is happening in real time, but also part of it is also from One Stab's perspective as he tells it to a little kid.
Yeah.
But because I was not bored for 1 second of the film. I was really into the story that they were telling from different perspectives, and I really enjoyed that.
It for me too, it was never boring. To me, these kind of films, I know it's a lot of drama, that's literally it. The only action scene I would say is when they're actually taking down the I can't remember the officers' names, but they're they're taking down some officers that are working with people who bootleg. And so Brad Pitt, he ends up becoming a bootlegger after he comes back from his 10-year hiatus or something like that, however long it was. And he comes back, and his family, they have no more money, and they need to do something to bring in more income. So bootlegging is what they go and they start doing. And Brad Pitt, Tristan, he starts handling all that, managing everything, along with One Stab, because One Stab just drives everybody everywhere.
Yeah.
But and with that the bootlegging ends up killing his wife. And then that action scene that happens, Brad Pitt, I think his name's Pecker or Pet, I can't remember his name too. But that's the only action scene regardless. They're just taking down those officers and the people who were working with them on that bootlegging. So yeah.
And also another thing I forgot to mention, I really love the connection that you have with the characters, and how that connection is portrayed in the film, because there are some scenes that have little to no dialogue, but you still feel connected. For example, at the beginning when Samuel, comes home with his wife, and he's meeting like his dad and his brothers, and there's no dialogue, but you see them just hanging out and having a good time, and you're like, whoa, like you really feel a lot from that.
Yeah.
And also, their mom in the film isn't really present.
Yeah.
But she's not on screen, but she still has that presence because throughout the film she communicates with them through letters. And I really like the way they did that because it feels that while she's not there, she still has that presence.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I thought was really interesting. And also, I feel like this might be a little off topic, but I really like the costumes. The wardrobe department, I feel, did a really good job in terms of, their casual wear, their work wear, even when they're in the military, their military uniforms, I thought were
that too. The actions. That's what I didn't say. The action scenes during the war. It felt really real. Like the other movies that the movie we reviewed, Fury. It felt like not as top notch action like that, but it still felt gritty.
Yeah.
It felt gritty, and I really liked that. And like how you said, the scenes, they were quiet. And to me, they were quiet. And people, they would, Susanna was just walking through the woods, and there's no music. It's just her narrating over what she's doing and what's going on. Her narrating the letters that she's sending Tristan, and he's not responding. And it's just seeing the mountains. I don't know if those are real mountains or not. I
think they are.
Yeah, because if so, man, the scenery is just beautiful in the whole film. I love it. I love this film a lot.
Yeah, like to add on about the scenery, like there are so many different scenes where because they're mostly like on a farm kind of, and like you'll see them working like with the animals, and like me personally, like I was just looking at the background because like you see like the big open field and like how the vegetation kind of just like sways in the wind, and with the beautiful music and the really bright sun. I was like, wow, that's just, I don't know, that's one thing I like to look for. I like to just, sometimes I get taken away in the background, and I thought the background and the scenery was really well.
Yeah, I really for this film, I've always liked it. It's not like a 10 out of 10 film for me or anything, but it's one of my favorite films. For me, like the MVP award for this, I would give it to Brad Pitt, Tristan. And if I gave like a co-MVP or something, I would give it to Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Sir Anthony Hopkins, I agree. I agree with what you just said because I feel Tristan was the heart of the film, so to say. I feel like he was the main focus, and I feel like he was probably the biggest star outside of Sir Anthony Hopkins in the film. So yeah, he was probably the one that portrayed the most because he shows so many different emotions and from different points of where he's at in the story. But also Sir Anthony Hopkins, to me, he's like this old warhorse, so to say, and he had a lot to say and he had a big role to play in the film. And I really love his dialogue too, because when they mention that they want to go to war, he's been in the war and he's like, no, like why? Yeah. Why would you go to war? Like, I've been in wars, I know what it's like, and nothing really comes of it. So I really liked him. And he also has great hair in the film. So that's another thing. So,
are you talking about the beginning hair or the end hair?
Beginning hair.
Okay.
Yeah, beginning hair.
Like at the end, he's kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of long and drawn out, but yeah, he has great hair. But to me, he was easily my pick to be second MVP award.
Yeah, this film too. I would, I really enjoy it, and even seeing now, I don't think you watch Fear the Walking Dead. Susanna, she's on there, and she's basically the leader of an army. It's weird seeing her from this movie, Legend of the Fall, to The Walking Dead. I was like, that's the most weirdest thing I've ever seen. I never expected her to be in that. Yeah. And I'd only recognize her because of her voice, because if you look at her then and now, it's totally different.
So would you recommend people watch the movie?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's gonna be a movie for some. It's not gonna be a movie for all. For me, I like drama. I like those kind of films. And I totally recommend it. If you guys just give it a chance, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah, I would agree. I would 100% recommend this film. because Mark recommended it to me, and I liked it. You know, it had a good story, good actors, good music, scenery, all that. So yeah, I would recommend it. Although, fair warning, there is a drama movie, so some of it may seem a little too much.
What is it like?
It's a little overdone sometimes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a drama movie, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Also, fair warning to the parents out there that there is some sexual content, so keep that in mind if you're gonna watch it with younger audiences or people that get uncomfortable by that.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's our review for Legends of the Fall. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you come back and check back for more.